What's going on YouTube? My name is Diesel and today we're back. And Scrambler kinda can't see my face. I want to thank everyone for all the love and support on this series. Make sure that if you enjoy these videos, to hit that like button. Helps out my channel ever so much more than you know. I have been checking out and perusing all the different mods that have been hopping up on to the Steam Workshop. A lot of fantastic work has been done. A lot of things I don't understand, but at the same time, I don't think I'm meant to understand them. And the sun is hot, and we're in the desert, and it's gonna be fine because we have a new mod that was created by a man with no name. All I see in his logo is Z, but it has no name next to it. But it's a fantastic mod, especially if you're trying to build a laboratory, which is what I'm going to try and build for myself in my own little personal world here. To go ahead and sell some bit. I need ambiance in order to create. I need muse, if you will. I need inspirado. So, this mod is pretty fantastic. It adds a whole bunch of laboratory blocks, and if you're a fan of the game Portals and Portals 2, which I am, you will recognize these blocks right away because it's the Portals 2 or the Portals blocks. Fancy. A little bit of graded. You got a little bit of the the pinhole. I forget what those are called. I forget what they're called. It's eluding me at the moment. That's a shame. It's a shame, really. But it has a bunch of different blocks in here as well. So we have the portal panel 4x4, portal panel 8x8, portal panel 2 4x4, 8x8. We also have a portal metal panel 4x4, 8x8, and then we have floor panels 4x4, 8x8. And there's also a cube lamp by Sheriff Monkey. All of the links for the workshops will be in the description down below if you want to go ahead and download it yourself, as well as it's a Goliath, a programmable Goliath that you can get and have your way with. Who is the creator of this, I say? I ask. I was trying to get Atlas and Peabody as well, but as you can see, their mods have made them vanish. It's almost like Back to the Future. They were there once, but then someone else banged their wife, and now they vanished. Banged their mom. Sorry, not their wife. They'd still be there if they still banged their wife. Their mom. They got a new dad. They don't exist anymore. So, the Goliath. Controllable Glados. Glados version 2. I'm going to say Goliath. It starts with a G. You understand what I'm saying. Glados V2. This replica of Glados from the Portal TM trademark. The series is designed to give an opportunity for the user to make connections. Listen, an N there. And control. Listen, and too many L's. How they like, hey, listen, if I get yelled at for it, I'm going to yell at you for it. That's not the name of the game. Please enjoy. I put a lot of effort into it. This, if you use in the video, please give credit. Thanks, Retrograde Labs. So I'm giving credit, Retrograde Labs. And Whiny Tooth 137. Why are you so whiny, Whiny Tooth? Why are you so whiny? Why are you so whiny? Now, of course, the portals themselves are actually just the metal blocks with the metal thing, with the metal corner pieces. But y'all can see what I do. Now, the bottom part, the cube lights. The cube lights, they are paintable. So you can go ahead. You can paint them up, but it kind of keeps the same kind of white tone to it. It does give it a little bit of a blue hint, a spell, if you will. Oh, yeah. Let's get nutty. Let's get crazy. Let's get some purple and pink up on this joint. Oh, it's a party. I like to party. I like to party. Only problem with this, though, is that you can't program it. Can't turn them on, can't turn them off. They don't have their own buttons, but they do spread on like a normal block, but just gives off the light. So now you can have a whole big light wall if you feel. The only problem is you can't program it, which is kind of lame, but you know what? Do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'll tell you what, we'll put this back to the OG lights. OG! Very cool. So, as far as Glados is concerned, it's got a bunch of different points that you can go ahead and put controllers to, pivots. You can kind of mess around with it. We have a logic gate right there. We also have our sensor, and light. which I'm sure has some sort of control, some range, and you can also move around the eye if you so needed, if you want to get crazy. But look at all the points, man. This is pretty nifty. It is pretty spiffy, pretty nifty. It's pretty nice. Got a little light right on top there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's all controlled by the one controller. So if I want to spin her around here, we'll spin her around. Just the detail of it, though. Let's take a little closer look at here, and then we'll take a look at the blocks in the Portals 2 block mod. I'll tell you what, man, I'm having a lot of fun with the getting back into scrap mechanic about checking out all of the different blocks and different mods that people are creating. I can't wait for Derf's mod to come out so we can go ahead and go back to the old ways of building. But you know, there are a couple little mini mods that give you some of the blocks that were in the Derf/Grego mod. I don't know what kind of copyright conflict that might come into. But I don't know the laws. Not really sure about it. That's something that you would have to speak to one of those guys about. But I do not know. I do not know. Why is this light done? Why is this light not turned on? Why for you no turn on? Hmm. Something on the inside there. I can't quite. It's like an AND gate or an OR gate. I can't quite turn it on. Because it's hidden. It'll be fine though. With just the little points here, you can fully control this, maneuver this however you like. It's pretty nifty, man. I dig it. Well done, sir. Well done, Whiny Tooth. I'm not sure if you are a boy or a girl. I'm not sure if you are a lad or a lady. Either way, it's fantastic. I like how the eye is programmable too, so you can kind of have it move. And so say if like you're even making a video, if you're trying to make like a little movie or a little short film, as one does, as I've done, you can have it. You can actually give this a little bit of life and give it some personality. That's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Let's go back to checking out the Portals 2 blocks. Let's get those 4x4 pieces. We'll get the 8x8 pieces as well, and we'll showcase what you can do with these. Now, as you can see, there's two different kinds of floor patterns. These are the 2x2, 4x4. This is the 8x8. So you can spread it around there, just kind of spreading it out a little bit, making the design a little bit different. When it comes to the 8x8, the floor pattern kind of gets a little repetitive, so you can definitely tell that every 4 or 5 every other one you start to see this little scrape. So it's probably best to piece this out, or if you're going to piece this out, use some other blocks to kind of break it up and put a design to the floor, so that way it's not as noticeable. This kind of blends in too much with it, so you can kind of see it, but at the same time you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a pattern here, but at the same time you are well aware that this is the same block all repeating itself. But you know what? That is all up to your imagination right there. So let's go ahead and let's check out our blockies. So let's go ahead. We're at the 4x4. And it's perfect for making like a little lab. It's also perfect if you're trying to make an insane asylum. It's the perfect kind of padding for it. Here's going to be the other 4x4 block, and that's going to put it vertical for you, or horizontal, however you want to put it, however you want to call it, however you want to say it. This will be horizontal. We're going to do the horizontal mambo with these blocks. I'll tell you that much. Woo! Now let's go into the 8x8s. It's beautiful, and as you can tell, over here I've put the metal blocks in the background to kind of give it a little bit of layering effect there, so that way you don't have to worry about putting metal right there. It gives it a little bit of depth to it. But that's the single metal blocks. Here are the 8x8 metal blocks. Just gives a little bit of extra one. A little bit of extra pattern, just breaks up the pattern a little bit. And of course we're going to lay down the horizontal blocks as well. It's all the design you have inside your brain. And they're perfect for, like I said, laboratories, testing facilities, robot creation labs. Yes. So I've been inspired by these blocks. So I'm going to be using them, and as well as a bunch of other different mods to make the DieselDesigns laboratory, where we're going to be testing out a bunch of different mods, and we'll also be testing out our own creations with those mods. And I think we're going to get after it. Hashtag get after it. And I hope y'all are excited. So if you have any hints, tips, tricks, and or design ideas, by all means, leave a comment in the comment section down below, so that you may give me a little bit of, so you can be my muse and my inspiration. Also, we have a Steam group too, by the way, so if you go ahead and look into the description down below, you can go ahead and link to that. We could be building a laboratory, so any kind of lab builds I would be interested in. Make a little community project to help out with a giant facility for, you know, just for cars, for one, cars, two, you know, vehicles in general. So it's got to be, we're going to make a nice little big area to be able to build, you know, bigger type builds. Nothing too nutty though. But then we're also going to have sporadic facility around the area to help test for, you know, flying machines and you know, walkers and things like that. We may even put a little testing field with fake homes, kind of like in the nuclear experiments, in case we want to, you know, experiment on some stuff in the future. I think it would be pretty cool. Glados will then have to go, but maybe she can come with wherever we go. I like you. I like you a lot. So folks, that is the Portals 2 mod, along with the cubed light mod by Sheriff Monkey. Both of those links are in the description down below for their workshop if you want to download these and put them on your scrap mechanic as well. And of course, Glados version 2 will also be in the link in the description down below if you would like to snag that one up. I believe all of these are vanilla parts, so you can go ahead and just put this in anybody's world without having to put any mods. No mods needed. And that's fantastic, because it's giant, it's huge, it's wonderful, it's lovely, it's sexy, it's nice. So folks, if you enjoyed this video, by all means hit that like button, helps out my channel ever so much more than you know. And if you like it a whole lot, go ahead, hit subscribe. New videos coming out every single day, every single week, folks. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, good night. Peace out, like, shout, y'all. And I will check you out right here again in Scrap Mechanic Mods and Creations next time. You're fancy. You are fancy. I like you. You're pretty. Now, well, how am I going to build all this stuff? It'll take some time. Yeah.